So we talked about medication during that meeting, because clearly the 600, 400, 600, 400 wasn't working for me. I was, you know, becoming too elevated and clearly manic yesterday. So the doctor basically said that, you know, this is something that needs to be monitored more closely, and it's something that's you've got to analyse on a day-to-day basis almost. And so instead of just sticking to the 600, 400, 600, 400, like last night, me and Robin, we discussed the day, because I'd been manic and I'd taken the 600 milligrams, but normally I take it in the evening, and I'd taken it at about 10:30. So we're like, okay, well, I don't want to take another 600 before bed, because that's going to be like having 1,200 milligrams in my system, which is double what I normally have, and that's just too much. I know I didn't want to have too much in my body. So we discussed that if I just cut a pill in half, that would mean I'd have 200. So I took that before bed last night, and to kind of see me through. So that'd be like having 800 milligrams in my system until tonight, which I think tonight I'll have another 600, which is what I used to be on all the time, every day, for quite a number of years. So yeah, I'm definitely not steady yet, and I think yesterday has definitely wobbled me more than I thought it would. This morning I kind of felt okay, you know, but as the morning wears on, I'm finding that I'm getting an awful lot of tingling in my legs and sensations up my spine, and all sorts of things happening that aren't normal Joanna. So yeah, this continuing of reduction of medication, you know, it's something that will be analysed more thoroughly on a day-to-day basis, and will mean that I'll have to communicate more about my mood and my experiences and stuff with my husband every day, rather than just him leaving me to it a bit more, because that clearly didn't work. What was I going to say? Can't remember. Hang on. Yeah, during the doctor's meeting, from what he was saying, I kind of started feeling a bit concerned that he wanted me to basically go back up to 600 all the time, which would mean that I wouldn't be trying to reduce at all. So, and then almost stop the process of trying to reduce. But I think basically what he was trying to get at was that he needs to get to know me more, how I tick, and he can't get to know me if I'm elevated in my mood, because you're just in there trying to manage the immediate situation of being elevated. You're not actually trying to learn anything about a person or get to know someone, or I can't open up if I'm just like struggling with sensations and noises, and you know. So I kind of got what he was saying, and that was only the third time we'd met, me and this doctor, and Robin found that, you know, he was a real doctor. In fact, the doctor asked Robin, what do you think, kind of thing, in me. Robin thought it was very clever how he was, you know, not manipulating the situation, but trying to get me to take things on, and he was deflecting to him, and from what he said, Robin was like, you know, I can see that you really, really care as a doctor, and you really want Joanna to be well, and you know, you're really with us on this, and you know, that genuine care. It's not like most of the other doctors I've seen in my life. They're just doing a job, or they're just kind of pushing you through the system, or they're just giving you medication, or they're just, okay, we've got 10 minutes is up, you've had your time, off you go. Hopefully that was enough to kind of appease you. Yeah, you never feel satisfied generally when you go and see a doctor, but he really felt like, you know, he's a genuine healer. He's someone that wants to help you, and you can see it in his very eyes and his being and the way he communicates with you, and I think that's not something you come across very often. So yeah, he's quite special, I think. So even though we waited 2.5 hours, it was worth it. So yeah, and it felt nice that my husband Robin connected with him as well, and was able to understand him even though he was speaking French, because Robin doesn't have as good French as I do. And there was the odd moment when he had to switch to, the doctor had to switch to English, and I had to explain just something in English. But apart from that, it was all fine and smooth and flowing. So I could talk about the rest of the day. I'll do that in the next video. Okay, see you soon.